Hello and welcome to this tutorial on how to move your Modern Warfare game from one hard disk or drive to another drive. You may want to do this if in case you needed to free up space in your current hard drive and move it to a different hard drive for any reason. You may be trying to install a new game, or you might be trying to install a new program and you need that extra space. And as you know, Modern Warfare actually takes up a lot of space. Or another reason is you may have upgraded to install a new disk on it, and you just want to transfer the game from one hard drive or SSD to another and use that as your basically your main disk for games or for organizational reasons. So the first thing you should do is find out where your game is currently located. So one way to do that is to open up the game launcher from either Battle.net or Modern Warfare. And you will actually open up the game launcher. And as you can see, when you click on options and you go on game settings, it'll come up to a new window with the game settings for this game. If you go on game install update, you can actually find out where your game is currently located. So you can actually copy this or just remember where the game is located. I suggest copying it because this is very sensitive to spelling. So if you're trying to find it, or if you have multiple of the same directory someplace for some reason, at least you know specifically where this game is located. So after this, you open up your computer by clicking this icon down here, or on Windows taskbar, just type in my computer, or in the case of my computer, my personal computer, it's this PC. And it will open up the Windows File Explorer. And as you can see, I have 3 disks and I want to move it from the C drive to the D drive. So I go to the directory of Call of Duty, and from here it's as simple as cutting it and pasting it on to your new hard drive. So right now you could right click and cut, or you can just simply press Ctrl X on your keyboard and that will do the same thing. So if we even look at the properties of this, my game specifically, because I just have the Warzone, it's around 90 gigabytes of space that we are trying to free up. So after I cut it, I would put it on the drive on which I want to install this game. As for this one, it's a new drive that I have. I could just right click and paste, or I can even be more organized and say like I want to create a new folder, and this folder is specifically for games and I want to place it here. And right now I'm pasting it over, and according to this, it would take around 13 minutes for this game to be copied over. So I guess I will pause this video and I will return it right just before this finishes. Alright, so we're back. So according to Windows, we have about 1 minute before this finishes copying. At this moment, I want to take this moment to talk about the benefits and the disadvantages of moving the game from one drive to another. Like, let's say you've just created a new computer, you've upgraded, you have a clean hard drive, and your game is on your old computer. So you have a fresh, clean computer, but no game in it. So first thing you'll have to do is download it anyways from Blizzard, which may take longer than it would if you could just pop in your hard drive and copy the game this way. So that is a good advantage for this, and I have 10 seconds left. So but some disadvantage is, like, let's say you are freeing up space in our example over here. It depends on where and why, and well, basically where you copy it into. As we mentioned earlier, Modern Warfare is a very large game and depends on the disk access. If your current hard drive or current drive is an SSD and you're gonna move it to a hard disk, it may take a while longer for things to load, since hard drives are generally it's lower to read and write on those, but there are some advantages to using hard drives as well. But anyways, as far as our copy, it's already done, so let's continue on. So if we try to open the game, if the shortcut for Modern Warfare still exists, can no longer find the game. If we open up Battle.net launcher, and as you can see on Warzone, it knows we've had Warzone because it placed it on the games that we own, but now it's asking you to reinstall. If you can't go on options, there is no other option aside from basically install patch notes and get help support, because the game is no longer where it thinks or knows it was. So how to get around this is, if you click right under here on the button, under install, and on the right of it, it says locate the game. So when you click on this, you actually can point on where the game currently is. And right now, the game is no longer where it was because we moved it on the drive, D drive, and we placed it on the folder games and Call of Duty. From here, you don't actually have to open the folder, you just have to select it and select folder. And at this point, it's scanning the game to make sure that it is the correct version. And since it is the current one, you could just start the game as is. And basically, that's how it is. That's how this works. So once again, if you switch hard drives or have a new computer or something and you don't want to re-download the game, you could just basically do this step and point at your other hard drive, or you can copy it to your current hard drive and just make sure that you do the same. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. This is